Hello and welcome back to the Salmon FM with me, Mitchell, and this is my FC Union Berlin save where we are attempting to take the throne from Bayern Munich. So if you remember from yesterday's episode, I was a little bit sort of worse for wear, if you would call it. I very much was gifted the perfect opening start, and we kind of blew it. Yeah, so as one of the guys in the comments said, maybe Alan Hansen was right, and you can't win anything with kids, but you know, we can't just falter up. We can't just give up, can we? So yeah, we are back today. We have finished the season, and yeah, I think we should delve into it. So guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to share tell all your friends. Let's try and get the channel growing, yeah. So yeah, let's jump in. I am going to start with a couple of the ins and outs that we managed to do in January. So first of all, we had Jack Byrne join the club. He is going to give us a bit of depth on the wings, and he was a free agent after leaving Shamrock Rovers. So yeah, I was pleased to pick him up. He's got a nice little value as well if I wanted to move him straight on. Hopefully he can retain that value. But at the minute, he will pretty much be fighting for a first team spot with Okafor and Matondo. So yeah, we also brought in Jans Horn, who is a left back who can play centre back, and he can push up to the left side of midfield if needed. But obviously at the minute we do play with two wing backs and a four at the back. So yeah, at the minute he's going to very much challenge Dalbert for his position. He is a loan signing, so he is only coming in on loan at the moment. He will join eventually at the end of the season. I have already put that in motion. And a couple of the outs. So we had Nathan Lever. So if you remember, he joined us from Chelsea on a free transfer, and I have managed to get rid of him for 3.6 million. It's going to be about, I think it's like 3 million up front, and then it's going to be a lot 600,000 in add-ons. So yeah, we've managed to move him back, and he's gone home to Brazil. He's gone over to Gremio. We also lost Marvin Friedrich. So, yeah, Marvin Friedrich comes to me after I originally rejected a Frankfurt offer. And he said, well, why did you leave? Why did you reject it? I said, okay, well, if you want to go, you can go. You know, we've got enough cover at the back as it is. So, off you pop, mate. See you later. Go and enjoy your life in Frankfurt. Well, they are challenging for European places all the time, so if you can get in the squad, good luck to you. So, yeah, I'm going to start it with a bit of good news. So, the Berlin derby, we managed to win. So, we are up until April now. And as you can probably see from the screen at the top, we have been doing a lot better in the league. So, you know, we are up to 12th. And I will now delve into the results for the first half of the second half of the season. Voila. So, how much better is that? So, after you last seen us against Frankfurt, they beat us 1-0. We then took on Bayern Munich at home, beat them. Hamburg come to town, we beat them. We travelled to Schalke, we drew. Ingolstadt we travelled to, and we beat them. Come to our place, and we beat them. And then it was 4 draws, followed by a win against Borussia Dortmund, and then the Berliner derby. And this is the sort of start I wanted for the first half of the season. You think if we took that form into the first half of the season and then continued it, we would generally be fighting for European places. So I've got the squad here. It's just all about now getting the results and the consistency of getting those results. So yeah, we're not going to get European football for this year, but the main thing is, because even though we're 12th, we're still in danger of relegation. So let's see how we get on. Right, before we do go into that, a couple of days after I last shown you, we had our youth intake. Not as good as the last one. And if you remember, good old Hakan Ozkan, he was a real prospect come through. But we do have this guy, Andreas Meyer. So, attacking midfielder, could play out on the left and in the centre of midfield. So, hopefully, a bit of nurturing, he can turn into at least a first team player. And there we are. So we did avoid relegation. And you can see how we finish the season at the top of the screen there for you. So we finished 13th. And this was the run-in. So after all that hard work, beating Berlin, and beating all those teams and drawing those teams before, that's how we finished the season. Until the Hoffenheim game, I generally thought that was it. We're in free fall. The Hoffenheim result gave us another, a bit of room for safety. And then Frankfurt and Bayern Munich come to town, and it just, So that's how we ended the season. As you can see, only 3 points outside of the relegation playoff. So you take away that nice win against Hoffenheim, that's us there instead of Schalke. That is us there. So yeah, it's all about consistency, guys, and getting that going. So end of year awards. Personally, I wouldn't have given any of them an award. I would have told them to do one. Donate whatever you would have been spending on the night for it. It's a thingy, but the only pleasing thing for me there is Yasser Yalaladinov. Obviously, guys, I've told you, load up the Uzbekistan data, load it up, and make sure you buy him. You can get him for less than £1,000. I could get him with 1 month's wage. No, it'll be half my wage. I could go out there and sign him. That's a thought. I manage a Saturday team. I ain't going to be able to pay him a weekly wage. Oh well. But yeah, so yeah, sign him. Load up the Uzbekistan League and sign him. Right, so club vision for next year. Just continue to be an established Bundesliga team. Now, avoid a relegation battle and then it's continue being established. But lads and ladies, if you want a save that you're happy with just being consistently, you can just plod along and probably make a dynasty, a bit like Sir Alex Ferguson at United that spent 20 odd years there. Head to Union Berlin. As long as you stay up in the league, they ain't fussed. You finish just outside the relegation place, they ain't fussed. They're happy. So the board have set me a budget of £12 million and a wage budget of 600,000. So that is coming up every year, which at least is something. The transfer budget's still a bit poor. I'll have to do quite a bit of wheeling and dealing to get any quality in. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm trying to aim it and develop the kids that we have at the squad already. So if I do add anyone, it'll be just key areas. And that was nice to see, because if you hadn't noticed, Bayern didn't win the league. It went to Bayern Leverkusen. Was it Leverkusen? Was it Leverkusen? It was Leverkusen. So yeah, they sacked manager by Munich. That's what you get for not winning the league if you won, but oh well. So yeah, that is it for today, lads and ladies. That has gone on for a little bit longer than I thought. But yeah, I'm pleased that we're staying up. Season 4, hopefully we can make some more progress. And I think if we're not at least in the European running by the end of Season 5, I might have to look at, stopping it. And you can't milk a dead cow, can you? So yeah, I will have a look at that and see what we are going to be doing. So yeah, like I said, thank you very much for checking it out. Season 4 will be live on Monday. Gonna have a couple of days away and a Cardiff should be up Saturday. Should. Still need to play a little bit of that. So, Cardiff will be up hopefully on Saturday. So yeah, thank you very much. Catch you all later. Bye bye.